What's up, man? This video is just in case we feel like a girl on a period, and you know what that's like. We haven't slept, or we're feeling super hungry, tired, irritated, whatnot. This video's for that. Maybe the loose skins got you all rowdy and messed up, and notice that when you don't sleep a lot, or when something's seriously imbalanced, this usually tends to happen. Like you're in this state, that's okay. Keep going. It's alright. The day will end soon. The day will end soon. Um, in case it is something about the loose skin and whatnot, or the tiredness and all that, where you just want to stop and you just want to do this and you want to do that, and you just want to stop everything, okay? So, listen to me, okay? Listen to me. What you're facing right now, either the loose skin, doubts, whatnot, look, you can use it, A, as an excuse to give up and not to do it. B, you can use it as an excuse to do it and to continue and to keep going despite that maybe you failed. That's called grit. It's okay. I failed the fuck ton and you know that, and I'm gonna probably fail some more, and that's okay because I'm gonna get the fuck up and I'm gonna keep going. So you can either use it as an excuse not to do it and give up, or as an excuse to do it and to continue going. Now, if this was a test of intelligence, which do you think would be the right answer? And you don't need to actually think about it because you already know the answer. If this was a test of intelligence, what do you think would be the right answer? Of course, fucking obviously it's going to be B. You have to use it as an excuse to do that. That's a test of intelligence. The definition of intelligence being, your ability to solve your own problems or to reach your own goals. That is a definition of intellect. So if that was a test of intellect, obviously B is the right answer. So just calm down. It's okay. And chill. Now let's just focus on controlling what we can control right now. Rome was not built in a day. Okay? So we're going to have to be really, really patient. And we're going to have to do our best. And we're going to have to control what we can. And completely disregard what we cannot. We might be able to control it later, but later is not now. You cannot control the future. You cannot control outcomes. You cannot control if you win or you don't. So consider this your opportunity to show God that you can work hard and be patient, and you don't have to see the results. You don't have to see outcome. You are capable of just working and being patient. That is your opportunity to show that virtue. We are not dependent on results. We're dependent on the transformation. And the transformation happens right here. It doesn't really happen here. There's just an indication. And if you can't reach it because of loose skin and whatnot, who gives a fuck? Who gives a damn? Remember what we were doing it for. Virtue, glory. Just control what you can. Control what you can, right? The dichotomy of control. Remember that, because this is really, really important. Because every time that we feel so fucking terrible, it's because we focused on the wrong things, the things that we cannot control. We focused on the future, which is not up to us. We focused on the loose skin, which may be up to us at some point, but not now. But what is the only thing that matters is what you can do, your input. So right now, my advice to you, completely disregard and ignore blue skin winning the competition, waiting for that day to arrive, scale weight, whatnot. I don't give a damn. And focus on like 10 to 12,000 steps or whatnot, or whatever your coach has you doing. Focus on eating 1,800 calories and logging them. And that's it. Just completely ignore it. Expect to look shit. Expect to feel shit. Expect shit. But just focus on the right things. Focus on input. Focus on the things you can actually control. Because if you don't, that's mind space that just is occupied by things that aren't worth your energy. I mean, they just hurt for no reason. That's a failed test of intelligence right there, to focus on stuff like loose skin. You'd be really wise to completely disregard that. Besides, another test of intelligence is how well you can use it to your own or someone else's benefit. Dude, you have, like, you're not seeing that right now, but you have a fucking gift. All this loose skin stuff, we can use that to educate others. We can use that to showcase our own transformation. Hell, we can use that to become big on social media if that's what you want to do. You can use that. And your vilification of that, or you seeing it as something that bothers you, is once again a failed test of intelligence. So, if seeing it as a test of intelligence is what makes... Sorry. Let me restart. If seeing it as a bad thing and something that bothers you is a failed test of intelligence, what would then be a successful test of intelligence? Seeing it as a resource, as a tool, which it is. It is. I mean, think about it. You can educate the masses. You can do a fuck ton of videos on it. You can basically farm that shit. And your intelligence, I guess you could say IQ, it's not really IQ, but your IQ, I guess you can say, is going to be measured by the amount of ways that you can use this loose skin to help you out. Because I'm going to remind you just how neutral everything is. And it's up to your intelligence to choose for it to be a good thing. And you choose for it to be a good thing by understanding how well you can utilize this stuff. I mean, seriously, don't be fucking dumb. Jesus, you... Look at this shit. You know what I mean? You can use this. You can use that for so many things. Motivate and inspire others. Get more information out there. Provide value. Get value. There's so much that you can gain from this, and there's so much that you can give from this, which are actually synonymous cinnamon buns for the same thing, really. But yeah. So just calm down, focus on the things that you can control, and let's see how smart you are. Let's see just how much of a good thing you'll turn this stuff into. Because again, this stuff is like really freaking neutral, bro, and it's really up to your intelligence. So if you see this as a bad thing and you let it bother you, that's double failed test of intelligence. One is because you're trying to control something you're not. And second, and most important, instead of utilizing it as a tool and fucking farming it like you should do, for some reason you see it as a negative thing. And that's, again, a failed test of intelligence and a lack of critical thinking and a lack of critical action. I mean, again, you can farm the shit out of it, bro. Like, this is a gold mine, and it's up to your intelligence to just realize how much of a gold mine it is. And I'm capable of saying this to you while having slept fucking terrible, dude. I had a hell of a day. We had a polygraph test, and I was like, oh, dude, I was sitting, like, the guy had the thing on my hand, and, like, he attached a couple things on my fingers, and then, like, he attached something to my chest, which, by the way, it broke off, like, 3 times, which might be the world's biggest flex. It was so funny. It was so funny. But I was sitting on the polygraph, and I was a zombie, dude. It was my first ever polygraph, so I was a little, what's it called, stressed? Like, I know there's nothing to be stressed about, right? But since it was my first polygraph, and I was tired as fuck, I was sitting there. I almost fell asleep. Like, he repeated stuff. You know how they repeat the questions multiple times? Like, he repeated it, and, like, between each repetition, you could see me start to doze off. Like, it was bad. I was on 2 Monster Energies, too. So this is something, huh? Anyways, I'm getting way out of hand. Or off topic. I'm gonna get back to playing Goat Simulator. A little update. We, if you remember, we moved the Cardiotron 5000 back to the old room where it belongs, in my opinion, so that we can use this room to chill and play video games and pass time. Because a lot of, a good bit of the prep is going to be about passing time and calming down. And a really good way to do that is by playing video games and just chilling here. Because I'm not going to sleep here. Like, I feel like if I go to bed or if I go to the living room, I'm going to just fall asleep. I really don't want to fall asleep right now because I'm going to mess up my night sleep so bad if I do. But that's about it, really. So I'm gonna go play some Goat Simulator and probably listen to some podcasts while I'm doing so. Yeah, man. Christ, I need to shave. This is a bush. I ain't talking about George. I had some peanut butter today for like the first time in a long time, and I had it with like a little bit of whey and sweetener and a little bit of water, so I sort of made some cookie dough, protein cookie dough. God, I missed it. I'm not gonna lie to you, I missed it. Look at my shoulders real quick. A lot of loose skin still covers my biceps and veins and whatnot, but I still look good as fuck. Look at the fucking serratus, bro. That's unbelievable. Hold on. Anyways, maybe I'll do surgeries this off season, maybe next off season, likely next off season. I'm gonna give myself time. Again, Rome was not built in a day. Probably slower to. I'm just so close to falling asleep right now. I don't know if you can tell. It is 4:30. I'm gonna go to sleep by like 7 or 8, hopefully, because I got work tomorrow. I'm gonna see you later. Bye bye.